Hey, Curr Issues guys. One of the things that I want to do this semester that hopefully will help you stay on track and um, keep up with things, turn things in on time, all that sort of stuff, see the big picture and how it all fits together, is to post for you a little video at the beginning of each week where I remind you what's due from last week and where I tell you what's coming up this week. Maybe in some cases even say, hey, 3 weeks out, this, but start now. So this is the first of the series. It's my goal to have this recorded on by Saturday, hopefully even by Friday in some cases, so that when you log on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon or whenever you log on for the first time for the week, this video will be out there, an announcement on the homepage like this one is, and you can click on it and in 4 minutes maybe you've got a pretty good idea of what's coming up, and a reminder is like, oh yeah, I was supposed to turn that in, I better get it in tonight, that kind of thing. So for week number 1, it's the typical intro week to a college class. You need to get the syllabus printed so that you can make some notes on it. You need to watch the video that I've recorded where I talk through it. You can make the notes by watching the video. Then you want to make sure that you get logged into SHRM and buy you a student membership. Now there should be in the blue bar at the top of our page, our class homepage, a link to SHRM. And all you got to do is click the word SHRM and it'll take you to their website. You'll need to kind of explore around a little bit to make sure that you're looking in the right place, but you want a student membership to SHRM. It's going to cost you $40. There was no way, I'm telling you, we worked on it. We've been working on it for several semesters now, and there's really no way to do it through the bookstore. So you cannot use your Pell Grant, that kind of stuff. You have to pay out of pocket. And I hope that's not a tremendous inconvenience to anybody. It's $40. I've had in the past some folks that couldn't get it until they got paid 3 weeks from now or whatever, and it was a month into the semester before they had access to SHRM, and you just really are at a loss. It's like not having a textbook. You can't really communicate, you can't discuss. So go ahead and get that SHRM membership and start exploring a little bit in SHRM. There's lots of stuff in there that has been compiled over more than a decade of people writing articles and researching things. Explore the little magnifying glass search bar up at the top. Type in something that you think that's kind of interesting, like race relations or social media policies or whatever, and just see what it brings up, kind of like a Google search. You start playing around a little bit. There's going to be, as you see in the syllabus video, there's going to be a discussion board that's a big part of your grade. There's a topic each week. And in the discussion board, and when you click on, discussion 1, it'll open up a page that's got links to several different articles in SHRM. Depending on the topic, there's going to be at least 3 every week. Some cases, like when we talk about different generations in the workforce or cultures in the workforce, there may be 7 or 8. But you want to go ahead and click on those. That will link you straight into SHRM to that article, and we want you to read that. So there is already a topic for week number 1. It's about how HR can be a strategic partner in the organization. You're going to want to go read those 3 or 4, however many articles there are, and start formulating your thoughts. Because this week, you want to get a good start on using SHRM. You want to read those articles about strategy and go to the discussion board and make your initial post, and then several times during the week, make follow-up posts on other people. All right. Also this week, before you really get into the posting of the discussion, you're going to want to watch the discussion instructions video. It doesn't exist as of the moment that I'm recording this one. I hope to record it on Monday so that you can watch it Monday or Tuesday perhaps, but it'll go into the details of how to do the discussion, some settings that I want you to make in your discussion board, and how the grading is going to work on that. So put it on your list of things to do when it's available, to get that discussion video and watch it. Now, there'll be a link to it in the content section of our class. There will be a link in a folder called videos. So a number of places you'll be able to find this thing. Also, it's not due for another month, but I want you to start thinking now about the first paper that you're going to do. It's the professional paper. It's going to be involving interviewing an HR person and writing about what you learned. So you're going to want this week to look at the Dropbox with the assignment instructions in it. You're going to want to find the video that I'm going to record in the next day or 2 about how to do it and how it's going to be graded. You want to start thinking about who you want to talk to. Other than that, just the traditional enrollment verification things. You want to go out and post to the introductory discussion. Tell us your name, where you're located, how far along you are in the program, something interesting about you, whatever, where you work. But post to the introductory discussion and then do the check-in quiz. And primarily, I really want to get an alternate email address and your cell phone number. Just like you're going to want to text me if you have a question, I'm going to want to text you if I have a question. If you're out for several days unaccounted for, I might want to send you a text, make sure everything's okay, or I might want to email. Now, if you're not logging into class, you're not going to check GoView email, and you may not check Radar email. But coolcat1@gmail.com, you may be checking. So I want to be able to email you. Chances are I'll never use your cell phone number or your email address, but I've got it in case of an emergency. So the quick summary of all of this stuff for week number 1. Print the syllabus, watch the syllabus video, look at the discussion board video and the professional paper video, and then go ahead and read the instructions for those things to start figuring out how you're going to do that. Then get your SHRM membership and start exploring around SHRM. Go to the first discussion board, click on the articles and read those things and make some notes so that you can make an intelligent initial post to the first discussion board. And then the introductory discussion, you're going to want to post something to do the check-in quiz. Now, also on the homepage, down toward the bottom is an announcement where I put the members of the various teams. Week number 1, I'm leading the discussion on strategy, and week number 2, I'm leading the discussion on generations. But week number 3, Team 1 is leading the discussion on something. So if you're listed in Team 1, you want to get together with your teammates, look at the list of possible topics, and have somebody email me and say, we want this one, because you want to start researching some this week. By the middle of next week, in week number 2, you've got to be able to give me the articles that you want to use and your overview and your discussion questions. So if you're in team number 1, one extra thing to do this week. If you're in team number 2, you're going to be doing that next week. So go ahead and get started on that. Hope all this makes sense, and I'll get them shorter and shorter and to the point as we get going. But week number 1, a lot of stuff going on simply because it's the first week of the semester. It'll slow down a little bit because you won't have to do the syllabus and all that kind of stuff. And you'll get into a routine, and it'll be good. And we're going to have a good time this semester. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Chances are pretty good that some of these topics you're going to go in saying, this is what I think is right. And over the course of the week, you're going to go, I'm not so sure. You made a good point. You made a good point. And that's what I want to have happen. Think about it from different perspectives. Be willing to change your opinion. Be willing to say, this is what I think, and this is why. But I'm listening to you. All right. We'll call it a successful semester, regardless of grades, if we get to the point where we can share ideas and we can listen to others. That's it for now. Bye.